So is it time to buy Dgaz? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBut Solutions, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my opinion that if natural gas is overbought enough that it would begin to make sense in buying Dgaz. One of the first things that I want to talk about is why is natural gas currently going up? So for those that are unfamiliar with how natural gas works, one of the big focuses that I have is when natural gas begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, it's correlating triple leveraged ETNs such as UGAZ follows. Dgaz is the inverse of UGAZ, so therefore it does the exact opposite. So on the day today, UGAZ is up over 20% on the day. Dgaz is down 20%, so it makes sense on why people are then asking, is it time to buy the dip in a sense for Dgaz? And one of the things that you should know is that natural gas prices are currently rising based off of the talk of cutting down overall production. And as the overall news that we received last night of the overall demand levels for oil itself are increasing, and as supply levels then decrease in hope of slowing down production, meaning that again less oil will be made, it will act as a again direct catalyst to push the price up for natural gas. So it makes sense on as they're talking about slowing down and cutting back on overall production for natural gas itself, on why the prices of natural gas are going up and why UGAZ is going up. So one of the things that I want to share with you, and please just let me know in the comment section what you think is. In this video, I'm sharing my opinion. Regardless if you agree or disagree with me, feel free to share that in the comment section. One of the biggest mistakes that I have ever made when I was learning how to trade is when you buy a stock with the intention to day trade it and it doesn't go according to plan, so then you end up swing trading it in hope that it opens up in the green. Let me know if you've ever done that, and if you have, make sure you smash that like button. And it's a mistake that a lot of us make, and that it's a tough lesson to learn from. There's no question that I'm sure some people held Dgaz overnight, therefore they're down 20%. And yes, it does suck. It is a tough pill to swallow. It is a tough lesson to make sense of. But the whole idea when it comes down to day trading is to learn from your mistakes. Loss is inevitable in the stock market. All we can do is do our part as traders to manage our risk. So if we intend and see an opportunity within the day for a day trade, that doesn't mean if it doesn't go according to plan that we don't cut losses and convert it into a swing trade, because as you can see, it can turn out to be much worse. So lesson learned. Now, talking about Dgaz, one of the things that I want to share with you is natural gas is so bullish right now. With this news, and yes, there is a lot of hype, a lot of momentum, I do agree. It is super overbought. But like we've said so many times before, just because something is overbought doesn't mean it needs to pull back. We don't know if it's going to pull back today. We don't know if it's going to pull back tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to pull back this week. So instead of trying to predict the future, I have found it, and this is just my opinion based off of my experience. Instead of trying to take the trade right now on Dgaz and hope for the best, set your alerts. Follow up with it when the direction begins to become more clear and we actually get indication of natural gas selling off. If you get confirmation and you see the upside margin to outweigh the downside margin and you're doing your part in managing your risk, then all power to you. At the end of the day, you are here to take advantage of opportunities that make sense to you and that meet your criteria. But please, you should never trade based off of other people's opinion. And second, do your part today that your future self will thank you for. And all that means is do not put yourself in an unfortunate trade based off of hope. I do agree. Dgaz is very oversold. It is at a price point right now that it hasn't been in the past 6 months. But it is a triple leveraged ETN. This is not something that I would personally swing trade myself. This is something that decays over time, and there is a great form of risk, as you know, what goes up doesn't always have to come down. Please make sure that you take into consideration the risk involved in entering too early. I do agree, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. Natural gas is overbought. But with this news, and if more news and overall forecasts continue to push the price up for natural gas, that means that Dgaz will only continue to drop. So instead of thinking about how much money you can make, also think about how much money you can lose. The whole idea of, again, planning out your trade is to take into consideration your upside potential in comparison to the downside and risk involved. So if you swing trade something overnight, just like you can see, there is no risk management when you swing trade, when you hold something overnight, because stop losses don't get filled after the market closes. So with that in mind, feel free to let me know in the comments section what you think. I do agree that natural gas is overbought, and I think it's only a matter of time for it to begin to pull back, but I am not here to predict the future. So I am doing my part as a trader to know when to hold back, set my alerts, and when the opportunity and direction is more clear, I can then decide to take advantage of the trades within my own means. It doesn't mean that I'm a perfect trader. It doesn't mean that what I'm doing is right. Just make sure that whatever you do makes sense to you, the risk to reward ratio is in your favor, and that you have a reason behind what you do. With that, you can either make a profit or learn from your mistakes and not put yourself in an unfortunate situation where Dgaz can drop to $100. So if you think that it's bad now, just know that things can get worse. And I'm just trying to be as neutral as possible and sharing based off of my experiences and my mistakes and how to avoid them. So I really hope that I earned your thumbs up in this video. If you agree that it's probably in our best interest to wait, make sure you smash that like button and share your opinion, what you think is going to happen with Dgaz, what you're waiting for, or if you think that natural gas is going to continue to uptrend. Don't forget to join our free investing group. That's going to be that first link down below. We have over 265,000 members within our free Facebook group, and if you want to connect with like-minded individuals, again, that's that first link down below. We'd love to have you tune on into one of our live trading sessions, so if you've ever wanted to see someone trade live in the stock market, click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about the Learn Plan Profit group, and see if it's a good fit for you. I hope that you guys smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys have not already. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.